Hi, my name is JD with 3D Systems, and I'm here to show you how to update or restore the firmware on your CubePro 3D printer. So when do you update your firmware? From time to time, you may get notifications about firmware upgrades to your CubePro printers, which contain many refinements to the CubePro operating system. It's best to grab these when they become available. There are two ways to update firmware on the CubePro: Wi-Fi and USB drive. To update over Wi-Fi, you'll need your CubePro to be connected to the internet. For USB updating, you'll need a USB drive with the firmware file loaded on it. To update firmware, go into Setup and navigate to Firmware. Within that menu, you'll be prompted to upgrade over Wi-Fi or through a USB drive. If you update over Wi-Fi, the CubePro will automatically start downloading and installing the firmware file. If you're using a USB drive, you'll be prompted to plug the drive into the port on the side of the printer and then start the firmware download. Once the firmware download is complete, you'll be prompted to press the Control button, which will then restart the CubePro and finalize the firmware installation. After 30 seconds or so, the printer will turn back on with new firmware installed, and you should be ready to start printing. Well, I hope you learned something about updating firmware. This is JD with 3D Systems, signing off.